Now it will be cut into small boards like this. A metal stencil will be put on. We'll spray some paint on, and there's the outline of our clock. As a regular size clock, that's the biggest one we have. Now this is cut out by machine on a jigsaw. All these rough cuts are done by machine, but all the detail is put in by hand. There's lots of different carvers, and each one of these people working on the wooden parts is a specialist in just one part. So there's one person who is only carving birds, another person is only carving deer, and so on. And they use nothing but these simple carving tools. There's still a whole lot of craftsmanship on the cuckoo clock. So that all these carved parts are attached to pine wood casing. The pine is a very stable wood. Now we'll put on the front part, put on some carved animals maybe here on the side, and I'll put on the roof part, and that's how you get a cuckoo clock, or better the casing for the cuckoo clock. Now we still have to put the mechanism inside, and these are 4 basic types of mechanisms. These two, they just tell you the time and do the cuckoo. These two, they also play some music and have some dancing figures on top of these discs. Now 2 of them you have to wind up every day. The other 2 you wind just once a week. Some clocks run on battery, then you don't have to wind it up, but then it's not considered to be a real cuckoo clock. To know how often you wind your clock, you have to look at the weights. You can see these weights hanging below each clock. They are the power to each clock. They move down. If they touch the floor, the clock stops. You have to wind it up like this. Get the weight go up. And the size of the weight tells you how often you have to do that. With a big weight like this, you have to wind it up just once a week. With the small weight, every day. So small every day, big once a week. For the sound of the cuckoo, it's just a couple of bellows and whistles that go just like that. No feeding necessary. That's it. In a small clock, you can hear the baby bird. Bigger clocks, grandpa cuckoo. Now all the parts of our clocks are made here in the Black Forest, except for the music box. This comes from Neuchâtel, Switzerland. There's a company there with a patent on it, so we have to get it from there. Now if I play it up here in the air, it's hard to hear. You can hear it at all. Now put it down on the table. Can you hear it? Yeah. If I lift it up, quiet, put it down. But it needs the wood as a background. The wood vibrates and the sound resonates of it. Now, if you don't want that at night, all the clocks have a switch you can turn off the sound, except for the very smallest clock, there is no switch. Okay, if we go over there, I'll show you some of our clocks.